My name is Marie-Geneviève, and I spent the last 4 months experimenting with spontaneous filmmaking. During summer 2022, I visited museums.
I am heading right now to a special exhibit.
I went to shows and festivals.
And I went on road trips. It's actually my first time coming here.
I did all of this while carrying my camera with me.
What you're about to watch is the result of that experiment. This is summer of my 30s.
As summer started, I visited Montreal's Insectarium and attended the Mural Festival. After these two activities, it was now time for my first road trip. Earlier this year, we decided to spend a few days in Lower St. Lawrence, specifically in the Kamouraska region. A part of my family is from that area. I still have cousins over there. The last time I went on this road trip was about 10 years ago, and my parents hadn't visited in 25 years. We left Montreal a bit after 7 a.m. It takes about 4 hours to get there. After about an hour and a half, we stopped for the first time at a rest area in Saint-Léonard-d'Aston.
So now we are about a third into our trip, and we stopped at the Madrid.
The Madrid opened in 1956. It is famous for its dinosaurs, which have been there since the release of the movie Jurassic Park back in '93. They are visible from the road. My family stops there every single time on their way to Kamouraska and on the way back. It's like our little tradition. Our first destination was St-Jean-Port-Joli. We reached it around noon. St-Jean-Port-Joli is in the region right before Kamouraska. We stopped at the pier to take a look around. It was quite windy, so you can't hear me much in the footage I filmed. The pier was first built in 1887. It was modified throughout the years. In '82, it was temporarily closed by the government because they wanted to demolish it. However, the citizens mobilized and got it reopened. They also built a marina right beside it. When we got there, a man told us that it was low tide, so all the boats in the marina were actually on the floor of the river. We also walked around in the park close by. From the pier, I could see a lighthouse very far away on one of the islands of the St. Lawrence River. I tried zooming in with my camera, but the wind was so strong I couldn't steady my camera to actually film it. But in the park, there were binoculars, so I paid to get a look at the lighthouse. The Pier lighthouse is actually one of Canada's earliest lighthouses, as it was built 24 years before the Confederation. There used to be other buildings on the island, but as you can see, they don't exist anymore. After an hour maybe, we were back on the road. Our next destination was Rivière-Ouelle. Rivière-Ouelle is about 25 minutes from our first stop. My dad wanted to visit the pier because he used to go there when he was a child. I tried to film my dad explaining where he fished and swam with his grandfather, but it was way too windy for my camera. You hear nothing on the footage. After 15 minutes, it started raining. It was supposed to rain all weekend, but it was the only time that it rained. So at that moment, we left for our next stop.
So we are now in St-Pacôme, which is where my grandma was born.
St-Pacôme is less than 10 minutes away from Rivière-Ouelle.
And we came on top of the hill where there's a cross, I'm gonna show you in a minute, to see the entire view around. That's the first time actually that I come all the way up here.
In 1950, the citizens built a cross on top of the hill. It was put there for the 100th anniversary of St-Pacôme. A few years ago, they added a little picnic section around the cross. From the belvedere, you can see part of the Kamouraska region. When it is sunny, you see 18 to 22 churches, the St. Lawrence River, and the other side of it.
I officially have the key for the room. We're staying at Le Martinet, which is a motel.
At that point, we were in La Pocatière.
We are going to go put our stuff in the room and then we're gonna go and eat.
After spending some time with family members, we were so tired that we decided to take it easy for the rest of the evening.
Oh, c'est parfait ça.
When you get in, you have a little sofa, you have a little desk, the TV, the 2 beds. You have a little sort of a mini bar with a coffee machine, fridge. Then you have over here, you have a little closet with an iron, and then the washroom. Like that, with a nice little shower.
So this is day 2 of our little trip. We just had breakfast and now we are going to pack our things and go on with our date.
We first visited a local cheesemaker. We ended up buying quite a lot of cheese and some caramel.
So we came back today to the cross because it is way more sunnier than yesterday, and my dad wanted to show me the view again and he wanted to film some stuff. But right now he is talking with someone who might be his cousin. So we don't know them, but they were there and then they started talking, and turns out that the last name of the lady is the same one as my grandmother. So they're talking right now. Yesterday when we came, people were going over there and over there because they are like wild berries. I think it's strawberry, my dad told me.
After leaving the Belvedere, we went back to the village to visit my grandpa's tomb. Then we headed for the village of Kamouraska.
We are now in Kamouraska at the fish store.
The village of Kamouraska is about 15 minutes away from St-Pacôme. Historically, the region is known for its fishing industry. We wanted to visit the store because they smoke fish in the back. We ended up buying a seafood quiche, smoked eel and sturgeon, as well as some pickled whelks.
There's a chocolate maker not too far from the fish store, and so we've decided to go and check it out. Since we're here, might as well. We stopped at the little shack to eat, but then we're heading home.